Number 1, buy a doorstop. It might not seem like such a big thing, but honestly, if you keep your door open as much as you want to during the first week or so, it just helps break the ice with your housemates. Everybody's going to be living on their own now, and nobody, unless you're in, some special situation, nobody's going to know each other. So you're all in the same boat. You're living with people that you don't know. So make an effort to know them. You're going to be living with these people for a year. Buy a doorstop, keep your door open as you're unpacking. Just as someone walks past, just, hi, I'm Jade. Nice to meet you. I'm in this room. Just simple things like that. Just, break the ice early on. And then when you see each other again, you're just like, oh, hi, Bob, wasn't it? Number 2, don't be that housemate. Don't be the one that plays music too loud. Plays music at 4 AM. Leaves the communal areas, unsanitarily untidy. Parties into the early hours of the morning. Brings back random people. These walls are ridiculously thin, okay? Even as I'm doing this now, it might seem too loud, but I'm pretty sure the people either side of these walls are hearing every word I'm saying. Be considerate of other people. I know that, your room is going to be your sanctuary. You want to do what you want to do in your room. You want to listen to music. I'm not saying don't listen to music, I'm just saying think of the other people. This isn't just your house. You have to put up with these people for a year, okay? It's not going to be an easy year for you if you don't get on with them. Number 3, try your best. I'm not going to be your parents here saying you need to do really good at school, but it's kind of basic knowledge. I know a lot of people during first year are just going to be, oh, I only need 40% to pass, oh, I just need 40% and then I can get into second year. Oh, first year is it's a partying year, it's a DOS year. Nobody really gives a damn about first year. Just, party, have fun. Don't bother with the work, just as long as you pass, fine. No. First of all, if you're doing a course like mine, which you create a portfolio, then that stuff is going to be the stuff that carries on with you through the years. In second year, for me, when I apply to do a placement year after second year, the stuff they're going to see in my portfolio will be the stuff from first year. The stuff from second year won't be marked when I hand in my portfolio to these potential employers. They're going to only see the stuff that's already been marked, aka the stuff from first year. Why would I only do just barely scraping a pass stuff if that's the things that I want to show off with? It doesn't make sense. Plus, if you get into the habit of only trying to scrape a pass, you're not going to do very well. If you only do the minimal amount that you can, you're going to start making a habit of it, and then when it comes to the point where you need to put in your best effort, you're not going to know how to. It's simple, but don't let other people make you believe that you only need to scrape a pass, because you don't. You need to do the best that you can. To a point. Party, have fun. I'm not saying, stay in your room and study 24/7. Of course not. That would just be crazy, and your work would suffer if you did that. Of course, have fun, but make sure that your studies come first. You're not paying $9 grand a year just so you can go clubbing. Okay? You need to get a degree out there. 4, look after yourself. You're on your own now. You should really stay in groups as much as you can. You go into the shop with other people, Carry the things home with you. If you want to buy some eggs, if you don't think you're going to be able to eat 6 or 12 eggs before they go off, share a packet with someone. Some places, because it's a university, it's going to be in a big city or a big town, okay? There are rough people out there, okay? I know, I'm in Middlesbrough, and, it happened once or twice where, some scumbags have come up to me, okay? I have been scared, but luckily, I've been with other people. I don't know what would have happened if I'd have been on my own, and I don't want to think about it. Try and make friends with someone really tall and really buff and really intimidating. Make them a really close friend and hang around with them, because it will protect you. I know in the first couple of months, we only went to the SU when we went out, because it was literally just on our doorstep. We knew the prices, we knew how to get to and from there late at night when we were drunk. But don't be afraid to, venture out to other clubs. I know that in Middlesbrough there are other clubs that we now go to frequently. But again, make sure that you go in groups. You don't want to go to the other side of town by yourself. It's just common sense, really. 5, don't be afraid to ask for discounts. You're a university student now. You have student identity now. You can get cheap rail cards. You get the 16 to 24 rail cards. With a Santander account, you get it for free. You can buy it yourself, which is about £40, I think? 45? Something like that. As long as you make frequent rail trips home, you might be able to make your money back from what you save, but it's definitely a lot cheaper than buying tickets all the time. McDonald's, okay? Very important now. McDonald's gives you free cheeseburgers if you're a student. If that's not worth going to university for, then I don't know what it is. You get a free cheeseburger, a free McFlurry, free portion of chips, I think, as long as you buy a meal deal, I think. So if you buy a meal deal, your friend can get the free cheeseburger, or you get a free McFlurry afterwards. That's a win-win for everybody. Who wouldn't want a free burger? Also, some shops will give discounts to students. You know, it'll be like 10% off clothes. But yeah, look out for student discounts. And if they don't advertise them, don't be afraid to ask. If you go to a counter and you say, oh, do you happen to do student discounts? The worst they're going to say is no. Number 6, think about housing for next year. If you are in university accommodation during the first year, then it's all sorted and you can do that the normal way that you'd do it. But when it comes to second year, if you can't apply for university accommodation again, you're going to have to go through a private landlord. Think about this early on. It was December when people started talking to us about housing. And we thought, oh, we got plenty of time. By the time that we'd actually started looking at houses, quite a lot had been booked already for next year and had been taken. So, about December time, maybe end of November, first of all, pick out who you want to live with next year, and second, pick a house. Look out for, regular stuff, does it look okay? Is there any mould? Is the rent okay? Do the bills come included in the rent? Blah, blah, blah. Ask your parents, because obviously, they've either bought or rented a house in their life, so they know what to look for, okay? It's all good and well asking the other people around, but, don't pay for advice if you can get it for free from your home. That's what your parents are for. They want to help you. Also, the SU might be able to help you. They should have some people there specifically for advice about living in university, and they will be able to help you out. Don't be afraid to ask at 7. Don't leave things till the last minute. We have all got into the same routine where we've got a deadline coming up, and we will go on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, whatever. We will just procrastinate to our heart's content until about the day before the deadline, and then we go, whoops, yeah. I was supposed to do that thing, wasn't I? University is hard, okay? It's harder than your A-levels, and it's harder than your GCSEs. So, don't leave things till the last minute, okay? You're paying £9,000 nearly to go here, okay? You don't spend £9,000 to sit on your laptop going on Tumblr, okay? Plus, when you do it and you go, oh yeah, then I've got a month to do it, it's fine. A month's not going to be long enough, especially with such a content-based course like mine. Yes, I don't have written exams, I don't have anything to revise for it, but because I've got so much content to create, you need a lot of time to actually create it. So leaving it till the last minute is not the way to do it. I know, because I've just done it. I got into that routine during A-levels about leaving it to the last minute, and I panicked at the end, obviously. But then I thought, oh, I'll be fine, sure, I'll go out tonight, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll just watch another episode of Breaking Bad, that's fine. But then it actually came to it, I found myself frequently doing all-nighters, which is not good. I was living off energy drinks and coke and stuff just to keep me awake, and all I wanted to do was to get it over with. I wasn't enjoying it anymore. Because I picked a course that I want to enjoy, I don't want to have to feel it's a chore. So if I do it over bedtime, then I can, stop when I want to, and not have to worry about, oh no, I have to give this in at the weekend. Oh my god, I'm nowhere near done. It's silly. 8. About the sun loss equality, my camera decided to die. Don't forget to call home. You moved out now. Hooray, you've escaped the parents. Congratulations. But they still care about you. They still want to know you're okay. So even though you're off swanning, off doing work, and partying and having a good time, and yay, freedom and all that jazz, your parents are sat at home going, no, you're okay. Okay. Time occasionally, just to give them a call, or to text them with what you've been doing lately, because they do want to know. They might not want to shout it. Occasionally it might seem like they didn't care, but I assure you they do. They want to know that you're okay, and that you're doing well, and that you're looking after yourself. Don't be afraid to complain. You have a really bad housemate, or there's something wrong with your room, or your course, or your teachers. Don't be afraid to complain. I know a lot of people are scared because they're like, oh, I don't want to make a fuss, I don't want to be a bother, blah blah. People are here for you. You're paying for them. If it's not right, or you don't agree with the way something is happening, go talk to somebody. If you've got a leaky tap, even something as small as that, you've got a leaky tap, don't put up with it. Go and talk to someone and they'll come over and fix it. If you've got, somebody partying at 4 in the morning, don't be afraid to tell them to shut up. And if they ignore you, don't be afraid to call the warden. Because that's what they're being paid for, the wardens. If you've got a problem with something that you can't deal with yourself, go talk to them. Even if it is 4 in the morning, that's what they're being paid for. Facebook. Facebook is really, really useful, especially for things like your courses, because you can make your own Facebook group and people within your course can talk to each other about, oh, what were you supposed to do for this? Or I'm not quite sure about this in the ICA. Can you can anyone help? If you're using a program that you've never used before on the computer like I have, people will be able to give you advice. If someone's figured out how to do something and you don't know how to do it, post on Facebook, and 9 times out of 10 somebody will know the answer, or will know somebody else who knows the answer, or a link to a website that can help you. So really good. If you want to get cheap entries to clubs, a lot of places will have Facebook pages that you can like, and sometimes they'll have things like, if you post your name on the wall before 6 o'clock, you get £1 entry instead of 6, which is really good, because who wouldn't want to go to a club for £1? A lot of places will have official photographers, and guess where they'll be uploading photos. So if you've been on a night out, that's where you're going to find the photos, on Facebook. If you're one of those in the 0.5% of the world that doesn't seem to have Facebook, get it, because even though you might not want to contact all friends or whatever your reason is, there are little things like that, like cheap entry and help with your course, that actually are useful. So it's just for that to use it, then why not get it? It's not going to hurt anybody. Society or a club, what to do, at first couple of months you're not going to have much to do. A lot of it's going to be introductory to the course, and it will be things that you already know. Meet new people, you make more friends, and it's something to do. It looks really good on job applications, apparently. A lot of new skills. There'll be loads of things that you didn't even know that you could try. Big clubs like archery, scuba diving, skydiving, things you wouldn't have to in real life. Okay? How times can you get to go skydiving? You don't have to buy your own food now. You're not going to magically appear in the fridge anymore. That's kind of all I have to say now. Likes this video. It's a real shame that I'm going now, but I'm looking forward to next year, to the second year. I really enjoyed this year. I'd like to thank everybody that's made this year brilliant for me, because it's honestly been one of the best years of my life. You know that. Thank you for everyone who's supported me this year, to everyone who's given me feedback on my work. Just thanks guys, and I hope that this video has been helpful to anyone who's got any questions. Don't be afraid to ask me. I'll put a link to my Twitter here. Okay? You just click on that, tweet me, anything you want. If you've got a question to ask, don't be afraid to ask, okay? Because I will try and help. If there's something that I don't know the answer to, I will go out of my way to try and find the answer for you, okay? Remember to leave a like if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't, why not? Comment. Am I doing anything wrong? Am I doing something right? Is there something that you'd like to see me do? If you have any suggestions of what you'd like to see me do, well, let me know, and I'll try and get around to doing it. Because now that it's the summer, I'm not going to have anything to do. You know, my work's done and my friends are off and subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!